Sorry, Trent, lead us off.
Welcome, guys, to the LETZ Podcast. Thanks for tuning in. Welcome to this great episode. Today, we are here with
Luke.
Evan.
Trent.
And Zach.
I realized 2 minutes into the last one, the last podcast we did, I didn't do that at the beginning, so...
Ooh, L host.
Oh my goodness, they didn't know who was talking.
Podcast gods are gonna.
Who is this?
But we did it this time, so that's all that matters. And let's just start it off. And how are you guys doing? How was everyone's week?
It's Monday, so pretty good.
Oh, who knows what day it is? We don't know.
Don't dox us, dude.
Sorry. Well, yeah,
Mondays.
you can figure out a lot about a person by the day they record.
Zach's literally the real life Garfield. He hates Mondays.
I despise them. I actually was really happy to not do this on Mondays, and then we're doing it
I
on
was gonna
Monday
say
anyways.
we're going to be shifting around our whole recording schedule around Zach's hatred of Mondays in a few weeks.
Yeah, it's that strong.
I just don't want to do things on Mondays.
No, it's fair. I don't like Fridays.
I love Fridays.
No, I was
What do you mean?
Yeah, song Last Friday Night by whatever her name is.
It's Friday night.
Yeah, Ruined Friday. Sorry. No, sorry, not that one. The Friday one.
Rebecca Black?
Yeah, the Rebecca Black one. Thank you. Gotta get back on Friday. I shouldn't mock her.
You know,
She's
she doesn't actually sing
on.
like that.
Yeah.
Does she not?
No, if you have, she sang the anthem one time. It went on the internet, and everyone was like, "Why does she sound normal?"
Wow.
It was really auto-tuned. Is that what you're saying?
No, I don't know what happened, but she had a cold on the Friday song day. I guess I don't know.
They were like, "Yeah, this one's it. Don't even re-record."
I just couldn't afford another record.
It does sound kind of odd.
Well, everyone, this episode is going to be on another month. Oh, sorry, Evan, shoot for it.
Yeah, sorry. Pausing real quick. Is anyone else, is Zach frozen for anyone else, or is that just me?
No, he's moving on mine.
I'm not frozen on
Okay.
mine.
You just unfroze as soon as I
Maybe
said
I was just sitting really still.
Wait, are we good? We can all leave if you want to come back and
No. Everyone's good. That was just really weird.
I had something about your week to share. I was really excited to hear about your week, but now,
Yeah, actually, now I'm putting you on the spot. What happened this week, Evan? It's a cool
I
story.
watched the new movie F1.
sick transition.
What a great segue.
I took my friend Zach to see that movie. Actually, it was crazy. Yeah, we both went there
Wow.
I only
together.
went because
Crazy.
I actually forgot to pay Luke back for the ticket.
I was about to say you do owe me money for it. Yeah, I thought about that today actually.
I didn't.
Well, you did now. That's awkward for you. It's $30. No, just kidding. Okay, yeah.
Until we
Let's-
end to
Thank
see
you.
if Luke gets his money.
I'm not going to. Okay.
But yeah, so we're gonna be talking about F1. The
F
new
the number
movie
one,
that
right,
just hit
homies?
theaters. Was last weekend the first weekend? It's this weekend that just happened.
I think so.
So brand new. We're hot on the trends here at LETZ Podcast. You know, we're known for it.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're just gonna talk about it, and then we're gonna give you guys thoughts and opinions, same as last time we did a movie review,
Yeah.
and go from there. So hopping right into it, the cold hard facts of the numbers.
Yeah.
The budget I saw was between 200 and 300 million, which is a lot, I think.
It was an
Surprised it was
Apple
that much.
original.
It was an Apple original. That's a great point. Which brings me into the box office, which is now sitting, I saw, at around 293 million. So with that said, it's probably going to make its money back, which is good, I guess, especially for Apple, because a lot of the movies they put out
Their movies
not
have been
that
bad.
profitable.
I was worried
Not
when I
profitable.
saw Apple
I
original.
saw to jump into that. I
This-
saw that before this, Napoleon was the Apple original that made the most
Oh, I
money
hate.
in the
That was an
opening
Apple
weekend.
original too?
It was. So it made the most money
I
in
was
the opening
literally going
weekend
to say,
until this one broke it with its opening.
this guy sucks.
That's good.
So, you know.
Napoleon's a loser.
You're wasting content, Luke. I was literally going to say, guess what had it before this movie?
Well, you can't
But no,
now.
you have-
I'm on
I'm
I'm
glad
keeping you on your
something
toes.
beat Napoleon.
You didn't like Napoleon? I
Napoleon's
actually did like
fine.
Napoleon.
I didn't watch
Oh,
it.
It was good.
Why didn't you watch it? What the hell?
I just don't care about that short little French guy. Man, he actually wasn't
was not
short.
short.
Man.
That was propaganda.
He was average for the time. Man.
All Britain has are their boats. And that has so many banger lines. I love that movie.
Oh, it's so good. What's the it was when they were eating or something.
Yeah,
Was
I
the
can't remember
line
that
I'm
one.
thinking of?
Let them eat
And
cake.
he yells something.
There's another one.
like
There's
when he's eating
another
his
really
steak.
funny line from it. I
Yeah.
don't remember it, dude.
Napoleon is the
We'll
greatest
pull it.
comedian.
We'll have to look it up later. But anyway, yeah, what Luke said, it's now the highest grossing
Yeah, still your fact.
Apple
Yeah,
original.
take that,
And
Napoleon.
so the opening weekend they had 57 million domestic and 146 worldwide. So that's also just like a pretty big worldwide opening weekend, which is awesome for them.
It was Brad Pitt's biggest opening ever.
Really?
For a movie that he was in.
Really?
Biggest movie opening
That's
ever.
crazy to me.
But I mean,
Nuts.
he doesn't
Well-
normally like lead massive blockbusters in this way. Like
I
he did
guess.
Bullet Train, which was an R-rated, yes, blockbuster, but like again, R-rated, you're not going to have a huge opening. Just if you think about what he does, really, like World War Z was probably the biggest before this one, I think.
Said.
American
I'm
swine.
Canadian.
I guess we can talk about this briefly right now. Like, it's a thing that I've heard before, where it's like the dad effect, and this is very much a dad movie, and it comes in strong. When it comes in strong, and that seems to be maybe what's happening here, similar to what happened in the Top Gun.
This is like a mom movie too. I feel
Love the
like
cars.
it's just like a general movie, public movie. I feel
Yeah,
like.
when I think moms, I think of fast cars and I think of racing. You know, I immediately go to F1.
Well, I think it's just like a family movie. Like this is a movie. This is like if you had to, if you were a family, I think you were going to see one movie in the summer, and you weren't a superhero family, you're probably seeing F1. Would be my guess.
I mean, I think it definitely would still be considered a dad movie than a family movie. You wouldn't be bringing like your 8-year-old.
I don't know,
to this
dude.
movie, I
My
feel
mom
like.
was more excited to see it than my dad was. I feel like.
That's fine.
Maybe
On
it's
Luke's
a-
one experience. He's
I'm just
gonna
saying.
put it
I'm just
across
saying.
the
I feel like
entire
I think it pulled a
population.
large group of people.
Interesting.
I think it
I'm gonna
pulled
be
a large
honest.
group-
I
a large
invited
big
No,
outfit.
I
am with
invited
you,
a
Luke. It's
woman to the
definitely like a
movie and she
family.
refused to go.
Was that a movie thing or a you thing though?
That was quick, Luke. Gotta be. That's really good.
I don't want to be here anymore.
I'm just kidding, Zach. I respect you, love you. I invited a guy to a movie and he came. Yeah. Sorry. Back to the.
And lonely. Anyway, yeah. So for this,
HMU.
everything else talk about this.
Yeah,
Do
you're
you want to
saying.
talk about the same director as Top Gun, Maverick,
Oh yeah,
Apparently,
Joseph Kosinski?
I haven't seen that.
Joseph Kosinski,
Kaczynski. Yeah.
and it's fine. You don't need to see that movie.
No,
I
that's
was
a
looking at him
false.
earlier,
That's a
and I was
false
very
thing.
interested
False
to
thing.
see.
Terrible.
Bro, I can't
Directed
imagine Top Gun is that good.
It is. It's
No, it's incredible,
amazing.
dude.
I
It's
just,
amazing.
it can't be any more than just a
Literally
generic action.
the
movie.
best action movie to
No,
ever
Thank
have
you,
been
Zach.
made.
It's
Whoa.
shut up.
Whoa.
Well, I know
I'm
what we're
saying.
watching next.
I love that
The
movie.
best action movie of this decade. I'll give you that.
Whoa,
No, that's
you're gonna put it
just so
above all the
wrong.
John Wicks?
4 would be really close. Between that and 4 for me. I would say.
Anyway, what I was gonna say, I was surprised that I saw Joseph Kosinski. He did Tron Legacy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So should we do the thing where we each say a part of the movie and then we tell the tale? I think I started the first time, Zach started the second time, and so it should be Evan or Trent who starts this time. So it looks like Trent, you got the lucky honor. So Trent, lead us off.
Wait, who started first? You said
I did.
who
And then,
who started? You did, then Zach. Oh yeah, it would be me. Okay. We meet a washed up driver who isn't actually fully washed up because he can still race.
he
Well,
meets.
he can still race well.
Perfect. He meets a handsome businessman and a separately handsome rival who he works with.
Bro, it's just. Bro, I like this movie
Glazing the
too
man.
much.
Evan next.
I'll go. Yeah.
Keep
I'll go.
referring to everyone as handsome or attractive from now on, though.
The very attractive car maker is also into this washed up dude, and there's a little bit of lovey-dovey stuff going on.
And then designs a slower car to win the race.
And through bonding and speed and aerodynamics,
Power of friendship.
the team works through the differences and competes in races.
That seems like
I
a
think
good.
that's the best non-spoiler we can do.
Yeah, I think that's
Epic.
good.
Cool.
So
What do you guys think?
okay, I
Spoiler-free
have a
talk?
couple things to say before we
Spoilers free
start.
for a little bit. We'll go into spoilers after, but yeah.
Before
Go for it, Zach.
going into this too much, I thought this was about a real guy. So when I got to the movie, I had to Google it after. Apparently, it's not a real guy. And I learned a lot about F1. I didn't know you get more than one racer in F1. I
That's
learned a
something my
lot.
group that I went with said too. They came out and they're like, I didn't know like they had buddies in there. Like that's kind of
Yeah.
fun.
I also learned a lot
Yeah.
about F1 from this thing, and I also learned how little I know about F1 racing through this experience. This
Yeah.
movie. I was like, half these rules I did not know were a thing.
Me neither. It's very technical with the rules too.
Yeah.
And
Well,
it's
if
weird
you're not
how much
careful,
room
you can
for-
kill people pretty easily.
Yeah.
Well, I meant even just like the loopholes that seems to be with the rules.
Well, I don't know if they're
Like
still
are part of
around.
the rules.
Like,
I
are those
know
still
either. I just
currently in
assumed that
the meta?
I assume, but
Well, I assume they're not breaking their
think
car and
that's-
other cars to to get the ambulance to slow people down. I think that's not something that happens.
I have heard about that before, though, getting the safety car and then trying to catch up. I heard of somebody doing that once, and it was like frowned
exactly.
upon.
Yeah.
That's why I thought it was
Yeah.
real. I was like, oh, it's him. Like the movie's with that guy, but nope.
It was
No,
interesting.
not
just
real.
Like a dirty way to play, but it is like a real thing that everyone has to slow down and all that kind of stuff. I don't know if people are actually like using that much to an advantage, or if that's like, I would say that's dramatized, but
And I'm sure
no one wants to die just to like, or almost die just to like place one more, you know?
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
feel like no one is trying to like smash their car against anyone else's.
and
Yeah.
I'm sure in real life there's probably more that like other teams could do. Like maybe you could even like call that play and then they can get looked at and something like that.
Yeah.
But
It was interesting before
I-
we go further into our opinions. It was interesting that they used real like Max Verstappen and Hamilton, like they used real F1 racers like mentioned in race tracks all in the movie.
Yeah. They've been doing that a lot. Like,
Zach, you just froze for me. Actually, everyone just froze for me.
oh,
Yeah,
Luke, then.
definitely Luke.
Luke's gone for me.
Uh-oh.
I'm back. I'm
Am I
back. I'm back.
Welcome
I'm back.
back.
I'm back. You guys all froze for me. Sorry. What were we saying there? Whose turn is it? Who's talking?
I was just gonna say I did like I know absolutely nothing about F1, but I could tell when the camera lingered on this random person for more than 2 seconds. I was like, that guy's definitely something to do with F1. Don't know what, but definitely something.
Yeah.
There was
Yeah.
that one old guy at the very end when I think it was Brad Pitt's character shook his hand. Oh no, it was Javier's character. He shook his hand when he was walking by, and then he just kept walking. And I was like, that guy's definitely like an owner of something, I think, or some multi-millionaire.
Yeah. So now, what do you guys think of the movie? Did you guys like it? Did you not like it? Who wants to start?
We're all too scared to say our opinions first.
I
I
go.
can start.
No, you go for a sec. You got it.
I thought it was good, but I don't know if it's the movie that I would tell people they need to see. I enjoyed it, but there was a couple points in the movie where I was like, okay, what time is it? And I was like gonna check my phone to see what time it was. But I don't know. Other than like that one stretch, I thought it was pretty good. And I did think it was weird when you get movies like this. This is like a problem with all sports movies where it has to be cinematic, but you're trying to get the people that care about the sport in there. But then you have to try to keep it as a movie. So then you kind of end up sitting on the fence. You see it a lot more for like fighting stuff, where it's like fighting in movies is way different than actual fighting. And then you kind of get that in this movie too. So there's not a whole lot of actually watching races because you're all into the characters, but the movie is clearly directed to people who care about watching F1. So it was interesting trying to balance that.
Did you think? Because I agree that's definitely like a general thing that happens in those type of movies. And do you think this one handled it poorly though?
I think it did okay, but I don't know. Like if I was actually a fan of F1, I think I would have been disappointed.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah, I guess I'll jump on Zach's opinion because we watched it together. So I agree. I really liked the movie. It wouldn't be. I didn't love the movie. I think Zach kind of mentioned some things. I have more like specific things to say about it when we get to the spoiler section.
Yeah.
For now, I'll say I think it's a really long movie. It's 2 hours and 40 minutes, I believe. And for me, if you're a really long movie, you really have to earn that length, and it's really hard to do. So I did really like the movie, but I don't think it fully earned the length for me. There were some times where I felt it was dragging. Two positive things that I can say that aren't spoilers. The acting, the performances were amazing. I loved Brad Pitt, Javier Bardem, especially Brad Pitt. He was like so magnetic in this movie, and Javi was really good. Actually, all the main
It was
four.
the chick.
She was great. The black actor was great. I don't remember his name. His name's Idris something, I think. And the
Yeah.
what was it, Evan? Sorry.
Who's the chick?
Damson Idris.
Okay,
The
Damson
girl's name is
Idris.
Carrie Condon. Yeah.
Carrie
Carrie
Condon.
Condon. I think she did well.
And the races, I thought the races were all the racing actual like race scenes are pretty electric. Like all the scenes of the cars racing, I thought those were awesome to watch. So that's what I thought.
I thought too, back to one more thing. I thought there was a lot of throwaway scenes. Like I don't think the movie needed to be as long. And there was stuff that it specifically brought up and refused to actually like act on. But that'll get into spoilers, so I'll wait.
Yeah, and I think I have a lot of stuff that's more specific in a sec, so I'll keep this short. But yeah, when I was watching it, or most of it, I was not really enjoying it. Uh, yeah, I would say that I wasn't enjoying it. And the person I went to watch it with, my girlfriend, she leaned over and she was saying like, "Wow, like I'm really stressed and like invested in like the next race and to see how the outcome." And I realized like, yeah, I am too actually. Like I my butt was clenched and I was like, wow,
Is that your
I
metric
do
for
want
a
to see
movie?
what the 100%, 100%.
Yeah,
I was
I don't
invested in
know.
it.
I don't know if I
So
felt that way.
see, and yeah, and I did. So like I said, I wasn't enjoying it, but then by the end, hindsight a little bit, I think I did kind of enjoy it more than I thought I did. Um, yeah, so I'm somewheres there. I had some specific issues with some things, which we'll talk about in a second. But yeah, that's my general thoughts.
Nice. Yeah, there are some specific things. Like I do think there's like probably a 4-hour cut out there, just based on the amount of like little things they would drop. And I do wonder if that hurt it. I don't think it like hurt it too bad, but you do kind of feel the length. Um, Especially again, we'll get into it later, but like there's a certain point where it feels a little repetitive. And that kind of hurt it. But as a whole, I really enjoyed it. I had a great time. Love me some Brad Pitt. He's just such a good lead. Javier Bardem was great. Carrie Condon's great. Yeah, I don't know. I had a good time. It's not movie of the summer like Top Gun Maverick was, and I don't know why I keep comparing it other than just same director. But still really good. Still a fun time. I would recommend it to people. And that's my metric for good movie, you know.
Can we get everyone's star ratings out of 5, and then maybe we can move on to spoilers? That sound right?
Yeah, we can give a star ratings now. Yeah,
I would give it a 4 out of 5.
I'll hop on
4
that.
out of 5. I was thinking a 3.
I was thinking. I don't know if I said this last time, but I always start at like out of 10, and then I go down to five, out of 5. And out of 10, I think I would
Those are
confidently
the
give it a
exact.
7.5.
That's wild, dude. That's a crazy way
But
of doing it.
since mathematically it doesn't work out, I'll give it
Percent.
3. I'll give it 3.5.
3.5.
3.5. Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay, perfect. So let's jump into
That makes
spoilers.
sense. I don't know why that makes sense.
Yeah,
That makes
sure.
sense.
Yeah, you're just
Sure.
both.
Cool. I wanna
Both of
start
the
off with
metrics
something.
are arbitrary. You're just switching it to a different arbitrary metric and then struggling to bring it back to the
But
original
I
one.
can't say I'm giving it what's that 3.5, 7.75. I can't say that, can I? 3.75.
Sure.
Go for it, dude. It's
Sure.
your ray.
You can do it.
Okay,
It's
I'll give it
literally
3.75.
there are no rules. Do whatever
Again,
you
it's all
want.
arbitrary. You could say 3.99 for all you want. I don't care. I would care. Don't
Okay,
do that. Don't do that.
3.75.
3.98 repeating.
Out of 5.
Ooh, infinite. Okay, sorry, Trent. Say what you're gonna say. Open us up.
Yeah, I'm gonna start off. Yeah, so this is slight spoilers. Again, there's not really like a big spoiler for this movie, I'd say though.
Are we in the
but
spoiler
I'm gonna go to
zone?
more specific.
Spoilers are open now.
I
The
thought
spoiler
the
zone.
general structure of the movie was like weird because they had it that Brad Pitt's character was going, he was doing well, and he had him and the other guy. What's his name again? I'll try to say his name. I'm doing bad.
Joshua Pierce.
Pierce. Yeah, that was his last name. No, what's the actor's name though? Because I'm not gonna. Oh, Sonny. No, I'll keep with character's name. Okay, so Sonny, Brad Pitt's actor, Pierce. They're racing together and they're struggling to find how they work together. They end up winning in some cases off technicality, but they're struggling. Pierce then crashes and he's taken out of the race. And then it's Brad Pitt and then the other dude. It's Sonny and the other dude racing together now, and they're doing great. They're doing fantastic. Really, like there's a few races that happen, pretty sure, and each one the team is going up, so they're just doing well. And then they bring the guy back, and they start sucking again, and then towards the end they win. Blah blah blah. I just don't think that structure works where they're struggling.
Yeah.
He leaves, and then they're doing great, and then they bring him back, and it doesn't even show them do something different to then get the guy to do better, to then make them work well together. Like I just feel like that was really weird to throw in that middle area where he was just doing fine on his own. He just straight up didn't need that other guy.
Yeah. My problem with this movie is there is basically zero character development. Nobody changes, and the whole point of him getting in the crash and taken out was supposed to be because Sonny was in a crash and it ruined his life. So he's supposed to be trying to avoid the same thing for this other guy. That's like the whole message that's getting across. But they don't change at all. They just argue the whole time, and then they're like, "We gotta win this one. Let's work together." And then they go and work together, but then he's like, "No, I gotta give it up. Let the other guy win, even though he's been racing forever and he wants to have his win." But then he doesn't get it anyways, and then he goes and gets the win because the other guy crashes. So he's like trying to let this development happen, and it's like, no, you're gonna just go for the one thing you wanted anyways. And then he's dating the chick. He's like, oh, I always leave girls. I've been divorced. You don't want me. And then he leaves her, and then it's just like nobody changes in this movie. He's the same guy from start to finish, and I thought it was silly.
I'm with Zach. I was debating in
Also
my head
with Zach,
whether I
yeah.
thought that was a good thing or a bad thing. Part of me wonders if the point is that Brad Pitt's character does not change. But they do set up some things, and it is weird to not have him go through any development. Like Zach said, like
Literally zero.
at the end, at the start, he races for the joy of racing and being the best, but not the honor or the money. At the end, he's doing the same thing. Like he's trying to prove
Yeah,
it
and
to
that's
himself.
literally the closing line is like why you want to do this if we can't pay you?
Yeah, so I'm
And then he kind
debating,
of laughs and the movie ends.
like, kind of, do you want to, like, kind of static character be a great lead to a movie? And in that, I'm debating in my own head whether I think it works or it doesn't work. But, yeah.
I think for this one it
Um,
doesn't.
I think it works for this. I think of things like Mad Max Fury Road, where he doesn't change at all throughout the movie. He's more of a catalyst for everyone else to find their own struggles and work through them. And when you have someone as charismatic as Brad Pitt, you can't really go wrong with him just being the Brad Pitt that we know and love. So yeah, sure, he doesn't change. I don't think he needs to. I think it's weird for us to think that 60-year-old people can just change like that. They're fairly stuck in their ways, and I think it's not that movies need to be realistic, but I think that is realistic to life. I don't think him meeting some hotshot 20-year-old would suddenly flip his life upside down. What he is change for that hotshot 20-year-old who realizes that racing is about winning, and he should look to Brad Pitt and be that way. Maybe the message would hit home better if he actually won, but he understands. So like, he changes, he has an arc, and Brad Pitt is the catalyst for that. And so I think it works. I think it works.
Two things to disagree with you there, Evan, on. Firstly, he is the 20-year-old hotshot racer whose name, Joshua, whatever his name is. He is the only character in the movie who changes. No one else. So I don't know how much of a catalyst Brad Pitt is when only he's.
That's why I disagreed with that.
And then the other thing is, it's not like Brad Pitt only went through small things in the movie. He almost cost. I mean, I'm typically, this isn't his fault, but he could easily take responsibility or have felt the responsibility of almost like ruining the career of Josh. And then later in the film, he goes through another crash himself. So there's two major things that happen, and he doesn't really change through, like, I get you, like, small things shouldn't change a character, typically. And most old people don't change when small events occur in their life. But these aren't small events. I would argue they're quite big events. And my big critiques is that these big events, to me, felt like they had very little repercussion, and the stakes were not as raised by them as they should have been.
Okay. I think he did take responsibility for having Joshua almost crash, in that he took as much of the blame as he felt he should take. Had Josh listened to Brad Pitt, he wouldn't have gotten that crash. So like, and Brad knows that. So he takes the blame on putting him in a dangerous position where he could mess up, but he's not taking the blame for the crash.
So then what is he taking the blame for?
For putting him in that dangerous position in the first place, where the guy's own action would mess up.
Yeah, but that was only one scene where the mom yelled at him. That was literally the only thing that happened because of it.
But I was saying, like,
what else do you want?
Put yourself into Brad Pitt's position. I think most people would internalize and feel guilty to such an extreme level that, you know, like, even though it's not his fault, you're right, I would argue it fully as Joshua's, not Josh, it's no one's fault really, but if it's anyone's fault, Joshua didn't listen to Brad Pitt. But Brad Pitt did put him in that position, and just to have his character not internalize that really at all, he kept racing, and in fact started racing better. He didn't like really seem to take a break. He didn't take a pause from racing. He just kind of, and that goes back to him being a static character, which I'm conflicted on as a whole. So I don't know.
I think you're underplaying the scenes where he's like staring at the photograph of his dad, and you know, he can't throw the cards as well anymore. Like that's what those scenes are for. So he's not like outright spelling, oh yeah, I made a mistake, blah blah blah. You see it in his actions, and sure, he starts racing better. He races better when he's angry. They say that in the movie.
No, they don't say
what?
that. He
no,
races
he doesn't.
bad
That's when he had a crash.
No, Carrie Condon says he races better when he's angry towards the end.
No, they all freak out. She said he's flying.
Guys, no. Yeah. She says that too.
Angry is not
says at the
flying.
end.
They all say, "Oh no, he's angry."
He races better when he's angry. That is a direct quote.
Yeah, but either way, we see that he's not racing better because he crashes when he's angry. That's what, when he races angry, they're sad, they're upset.
The only time he was angry was when he crashed.
He said, "Oh no, he's racing angry," and then he crashes the car.
That was Javier Bardem. That was not Carrie Condon.
I don't remember Carrie. Even if either way, when he races angry, he crashes. That's like his worst part of racing in the movie.
Which is why I thought it was kind of weird when she said it towards the end during the race. But
no, I don't think you remember. Right.
I think you're remembering wrong.
I don't remember saying that either. It's two against one.
I don't know if I remember it or not. I'm trying to, because I think it did come up twice, I thought, in the movie. So
thank you, Trent. Thank you.
I also remember that too. Like, it brought up, and then he didn't crash. then I was like, oh, it's different for some reason. Remember that?
Anyway, him being a static character is not my problem with the movie. It's Joshua crashing and then him also crashing like 20 minutes later.
I have that same problem.
where it's
Thank
like,
you. Oh my goodness.
goodness. What are we doing here? It's a fairly standard structure for a sports movie up until that point where, like, I don't know, Remember the Titans, when that guy gets in that accident, he can't run anymore, he can't play football. It's like, oh, sad, but it pulls the team together. This happens twice in that movie. Why? You don't
Like,
need that.
you mean like
You only need
when it
once.
happened to Pierce and then it happened to Sonny in a different race?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just, you don't need both. You only need one sort of like
Yeah.
major, oh, everything sucks moment, but we're gonna power through moment. Yeah. That,
Yeah, I
and
thought
then
that was
becomes-
silly too.
And he just kind of shows back up.
Yeah, because they were
I
like,
guess there was the offer in between that, right? By the business dude.
yeah.
Yeah.
But they were trying to
Really
hammer
don't know well,
in that like his accident is causing issues, and if he gets in an accident, he will die. And then he gets in an accident and doesn't die. In fact, he shows up the next day and races anyways, and then wins. So it's like, why spend so much time on the movie hammering in that the accident will kill him? It will kill him, and then it doesn't.
yeah,
I think
that's very weird.
maybe that's just this type of movie where like a different movie would handle like that, like that. When Javier's character, when he found out about his injury and like how it's still affecting him and stuff, and how he shouldn't be racing, I feel like that was a very one-off thing, and then it wasn't brought up again. The next time Javier sees him, he just smiles. I feel like in
Yeah.
a different movie where it maybe takes it more seriously, that would just be handled differently. Like we would see maybe it would be harder for Sonny to come back and race or something like that. So maybe it's just this type of movie, like similar to Top Gun, when stuff just happened. and
Okay,
just
shut
didn't
your
make
mouth
sense,
right
like-
now. To jump on Trent's point though, before you take an unneeded shot at Top Gun, which is almost a perfect movie, they do have him going blurry throughout the movie, but even as Zach and I were kind of talking about after, he spins out near the end, and I thought like he was going to have some sort of long lasting physical impact because of the thing that Javier Bardem reads to him. Like this is like F1 racing's intense stuff. And so I was just really surprised how they handled that. I super agree with Evan's point. I don't know if I'm pointing to him or not because our system's set up differently.
You're not.
The first thing I said after the movie to Zach was, why'd they have two crash scenes? Like, as Evan said,
Yeah.
it's typical to have one to bring people together. The second one, and you can have two if it's done properly, but I didn't think this added anything to the movie. And I also would like to say one of my problems with the movie and both the crash scenes, which I was kind of talking about earlier, I felt like the stakes were not... I felt like because of the crash scenes and how they're handled, the stakes to me felt really weird. Because there was no repercussion for the Brad Pitt...
Yeah.
For the Brad Pitt thing like Zach was talking about. Also, when
At all.
Joshua's first crash was super intense. When the fire started, I fully thought he was dead. And
Yeah, that fire burned hot.
all that happened
That's
was
not,
his
like,
hands were
normal
burnt
fire.
and he missed like a few weeks, you know? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
the way they shot it made it seem like he was not going to be able to race again. So I feel like the movie has two crashes where there was no stakes, and that kind of took me out of it a little bit.
Yeah. And then going back where I disagreed about the stakes on the races where you're like, it's intense. It was like that last race, I felt like there was absolutely nothing at stake because either he wins F1 and he gets this long dream, or he loses and he becomes a part owner of the company. It was like he wins no matter what. There's
Well-
no way he loses here.
I think like he walked away from that guy. I don't think he was. He said no to that guy basically. Is how I interpreted that.
Yeah, but there was never a second when he decided that. I was like, there's not a chance he loses this race.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying now. Yeah. I like the last. Sorry, you can go, Evan.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna with that last race. I did kind of like. I didn't see. I did question myself if it was gonna be Sonny or Pierce. I was kind of still curious during that last race who was gonna be the last one. I knew one of them was gonna win, of course. But I honestly I was. And was I surprised that it was Sonny? I don't know, but I was questioning who it was going into that race, which was it was good.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is that's where all the tension for me came from? Is who is actually gonna win this one? Because it had to be one of the two. They weren't gonna pull like a first, second, third type thing. One of them was gonna be first. So
What'd you guys think?
Um,
Oh, sorry, Trent, you can go.
okay, I just have something to bring up. Something I did kind of like about the movie, and I wish they kind of maybe went into it more, is the whole thing with him chasing the flying feeling. I did really like that. Like Sonny is doing what he's doing, and maybe that's kind of what that's kind of maybe the purpose and the reason behind the film that I wish they leaned into even more. Because if he's out there trying to chase that high again, why did he not take the F1 offer at the beginning? Is kind of my question. Like if that's why he's doing what he's doing right now in life, which is racing, why would he not jump on this opportunity to do F1? And if it wasn't for like, and I guess that's a little nitpicky. I'll admit that. Because other than that starting bit, I really did enjoy that, and I also loved how they filmed him when he flew at the end. I thought it landed really well, and we never saw that perspective of like the front of the car. I don't think anyways else in the movie. So when they did do that, I thought it landed really really well. So I did enjoy that flying aspect, except for the beginning. I thought that worked really well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would agree with
There's
you.
one more throwaway that I hated. But at the very beginning, the dude Josh Pierce comes in for the pit stop, or like he's flirting with that pit stop girl, and then she drops the gun and he like drives over it, and then he's like pissed. He's like, why are you even here? Like whatever the frig he says. And then it was like afterwards, he goes and like talks to her after. It's like, wow, they're gonna get married at the end of this. Like I leaned over to Luke and was like, they're getting married. And they never talk to each other again. It's just like, why did you put this in there? There's so many scenes like that where it's just like, why did you take time out of my day to show me this and do absolutely nothing with it?
Yeah, I was somewhere in the middle with her because at the beginning I thought that too. Like again, there was a moment where the camera stopped on her for a second, and I was like, oh, this is probably gonna be a
Yeah.
huge character. And then she wasn't as big as I thought she was gonna be, but at the same time, she did keep on getting some scenes here and there. And I think if anything, maybe she was just her like they really did use her when I think it was Brad Pitt was nice to her compared to Pierce who wasn't nice to her. I think
Yeah.
maybe she was just there for that purpose. I was someone's in the middle. Maybe again that could have helped with the runtime is maybe cut down
That's what I was
maybe a
thinking.
scene or
You
two.
you honestly, I think you could have taken her character out and it would not change the movie.
I no, I kind of liked again how the
Because
contrast
he
between how Sonny cheated her and Pierce treated her.
Yeah, but you
I love that
had
one.
him and the other chick that I felt did way more than the conversation with her.
Huh, sure. Yeah.
I don't know.
I'd say I just did other stuff, but yeah.
yeah. I was just gonna say it goes back to Brad Pitt being a catalyst for everyone around him. So if you guys don't like that argument, that's fine. But I think that adds to the characterization, and adds to what they're ultimately trying to do with him. So
Well, to go back to Trent's point, I think that hurts the static character argument more because, in a sense, like Brad reflecting and not wanting to race is kind of against his character. Like like if he throughout the movie, like he's chosen to be one who chases the thrill, or as Trent said, that high. Like that's what he's doing the racing for. It's not for the gold. It's not for anything. It's for and he remains that way throughout, except for that scene at the start. That's okay. We already hashed this out. I just wanted to say the last thing, and then I'll let Evan the chance to respond.
yeah.
Well, I think-
that's fine.
What I did have a different thing to ask you guys though. What do you guys think of the twist villain of the movie? The twist, like, did you think that worked? Did you like it? Did you not like it? What do you guys think?
That's a great question.
I didn't
No.
really care for it. I thought it was gonna be Josh Pierce that gave it away, so that he'd go back to the car he's used to, but not the one Brad Pitt like driving. I thought that would have been better than some bored guy that was like, "Haha, just kidding."
Trent's
I think
gonna
it
hate me
was-
for what I'm about to say, but I saw it coming, so that's kind of why I wasn't as big on it. Is because that character did nothing else the entire movie. So I was like, okay, well, when they said these are internal documents, I was like, I wonder who would have access to that, and I instantly knew, like, okay, that's the guy. So I never had any question.
Sure you did. Sure you did.
I did. You're not Scaly. You're not Scaly.
I'm just kidding. But I do have a question though. Like, do you think though? Because I agree. As soon as you saw him, was kind of, you could tell he was maybe a villain. Do you think he should have been in it though? Like, do you think there was enough with just Pierce? Could have even like they could have even done something similar to what he did with Sonny, with instead of that Javier maybe. It would have to be different because they're friends. But yeah, like do you think he was needed as that in the movie, like that villain at the end?
I think there
I don't
was.
know that
I
the movie
think you could
needed
have
it.
pretty easily gotten rid of him.
You said you do, yeah, and Evan, you don't.
No, I do think he wasn't necessary. The movie was already so long, and
Okay.
that's why I said that there's probably a 4-hour cut somewhere. Just because it was very small. I mean, it's needed. Like Brad Pitt's crash was because they had to go back to the piece of crap cars that they were racing. So it was necessary to show that, when Brad Pitt has really, really good stuff, he's a great racer, but when not, like, oh, he's gonna crash. So like that scene is needed. I don't know if the whole character
Yeah.
is
Yeah,
needed.
I agree.
I don't know. I
There's
thought it
some
would have been as
actually.
easy as like they changed the car and just didn't file the paperwork properly because he changed it like last minute. You know what I mean? And then boom, that character's gone. I don't know if he was needed.
Yeah, I give you guys. He was an extra antagonistic force that you could have wrote a different way. I think, not to sound like a pretentious film critic, but I think he was. I think I really like the director of this movie. I forget his name, but I think
Wow, you must really like him.
I really just love Top Gun Maverick. Top Gun Maverick's so good, but that's okay. I thought this movie was a little inefficient with how it did things sometimes. Like it was inefficient filmmaking in some points, and I wish it used that more efficiently. I suppose. What do you guys think of Zimmerman's score for the movie? Famous composer Hans Zimmer did the score. Did it stand out to you guys at all, or did it not?
No, I remember we
I
talked
thought it was
about it
kind of mid.
after. We
I
talked
thought it
about
was
it
kind of mid.
after. I didn't even realize you brought it up after the movie. You're like, man, I can't believe that was Hans Zimmerman. I was like, what?
Yeah, I agree with Trent.
I
By the
thought I thought it
way,
was yeah, I thought it was kind of mid.
and Zach.
So two points. One, I did love the score is actually called, and this is kind of spoiler for our award thing if we're gonna do it still. The one that's called F1, that was really good. I thought that was awesome. I only realized that in the credits though, so I don't know if that's really a mark on Hans or not, or maybe even my listening. I don't know, but I only noticed that in the credits, and that was really good. I really loved that one. I'll probably add it to my playlist. And now, but another issue, and sorry, we'll still talk about Hans. We'll just keep talking about Hans, actually. Did you like Hans? Evan, remind me to say something in a sec.
Uh, yeah, I don't know. When it's doing like the full techno, I'm into it. I really like it. And then they'll go to some hip hop song that
Okay.
they needed to pay some artist or some artist paid to have their promote. Anyway, I don't care.
Horrendous, right? It didn't fit at
Terrible.
all. And even when they had We Will Rock You, was that the Queen song or was it the other one? I
That
didn't
was
even think
fine.
that
I was gonna
worked.
say that I think that one did work actually. That
Yeah.
one I
I don't
thought
think
solid.
it
Yeah.
did. I thought all of them pulled me out of it. I was very, and I have a question for if any of you have any knowledge on this. Like, would that be Hans' choice to put those in there, or would that be someone else, like director, producer, whatever you want to say, that's like, oh, we
It could
like
be
this
either.
song and we think it should be used here.
It
I
could
thought
No,
so
be.
too.
it wouldn't be up to him. But at the same time, it just means they're underutilizing it. I get
Yeah.
Hans Zimmer if you're not gonna give him the entire movie or even most of the movie. Like every single scene would start with some other song, and then it would eventually go into his, but it just wasn't enough.
I did actually though find on that I did find Zimmer's score himself was not his best score. I found I I noticed at one of the races, I think it was one of the races, I was like, it was just the score, it wasn't like a song or anything. I was like, to me this sounds like any other racing score. Like normally Zimmer's music really sets a tone for something, and he's made so many scores that are iconic and elevates a piece of work. And when I listened to his score this time, I was like, this fits the movie. It's not elevating it. It's not a, I don't know. It just felt like a song you get for most racing movies, I guess. Like Ford v Ferrari had a quite good soundtrack, and I thought this was not as good. So
Yep, agreed.
Unfortunate.
Agreed.
Should we
I
jump?
agree.
Yeah, I'll jump in. Boom. Did we like the female character? Her name.
Yes.
Did we
Yeah, I
like her?
thought she did really well.
Yeah,
I
her
forgot her
actress
name.
killed
Carrie Condon.
Carrie Condon playing Kate McKenna. I don't know if I knew her name was Kate McKenna.
Side note: I learned she's Friday in the MCU.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
I'm on her side. I'm
I
a
learned
fan.
that after the movie.
What you said though, Trent, completely agree. She was amazing. I thought all the big four actors in this, like Brad Pitt, her, Idris, and Javier, amazing, phenomenal. So I was very impressed with her.
Agreed.
Yeah, I thought the acting was pretty good in this movie. Not gonna lie.
You guys are gonna hate me, and I don't know. Maybe it's I have an issue with something, but I thought Brad Pitt was mid.
Oh,
This guy, man.
that is crazy.
This guy.
I know.
One of the
I
most
mean-
charming, charismatic guys could be on the screen.
I
This
know.
guy
I don't know what's
would
wrong with me. I just feel like he was acting for a different movie. I just feel like
I don't know if this was
I
his
don't know.
strongest performance. Like after
Oh, no,
Bullet
no.
Train, I was like, man, I gotta see more Brad Pitt movies. But after this one, I was
See?
just like,
Like,
oh,
I
Brad
liked
Pitt
him
was
in
in it.
Bullet Train.
Bullet
I swear,
Train?
I did. I need to rewatch that.
Bullet Train.
Didn't hear that. Cut that out. Cut that out.
But I don't know. I thought the
Yeah, and
acting
this
was
one I
pretty
just-
good.
I thought it was good too. I thought Javier Bardem. I thought he was awesome. I thought he was acting circles.
Yeah.
around.
There was never a
That's crazy,
point
dude.
where I was like, oh, these people are acting. You know what I mean?
I think my take: if Brad Pitt is in this movie doing his thing, this is a bad movie. I don't think I like this movie.
Oh,
without
no.
Brad Pitt the
Okay.
lead, he was also his charisma with Idris was so good and important because that rivalry is the core of the film. I think if you don't get an actor nearly, I don't know. I do think without Brad Pitt, this movie
There's other
easily could have
actors you
failed.
there's other
Sure,
actors you
no,
could put
I agree
besides him.
for sure. But if you don't have the right one, it's a
Name
fail.
one. Name who could have replaced him, Trent.
I don't know actors that.
I
well.
got you.
One
I got you,
second.
Trent. Tom Cruise, Michael Caine.
Ryan Gosling.
Other actors Trent hates. Trent hates Samuel
No,
L.
I
Jackson.
don't know. I thought
The
the acting
Rock.
was good.
Put The Rock in this movie.
No,
Instant $1 billion.
but I do
I thought-
think he couldn't have been replaced. I thought he was very important.
Agreed.
I don't know if there's ever a point where I was like, ooh, they're acting right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like they all fit the characters.
Like all the characters
Um,
were believable. I thought they were played well.
Clooney.
No. Close. That's a good shout, but no.
Yeah, I don't think he could either.
Like Pedro. I'm trying to think of like people.
Oh,
that-
I got you
that
one.
old man.
No, definitely not Pedro Pascal. I'll give you one, Trent. I'll give you one, Trent. I have one in my head right now. I just need to think of his name.
Matt Damon.
Oh,
No.
peak Denzel could have done this role. That's the only other person I'm giving it to. Denzel could have.
100%,
Denzel could have.
100%.
Denzel has that.
100%.
Denzel has that magnetism and the age. You know,
You know
I'd
what,
watch
maybe
Denzel. in
maybe
that role.
Tom Cruise could do it. Honestly, he just did that in this other bad movie.
This guy is crazy.
I know.
I don't know.
Should we move on to the awards before Trent says more things that should get him put down?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, one we should do a compilation of the wildest takes that we've had on the pod. Like for Zach's, it's not liking Harrison Ford. Trent's has to be hating like
That's not even a
Dang,
wild take.
that is a wild take, dude. You are gonna
It is a
anger
wild
the entire nerd nation that exists out there.
Nobody has said anything about it.
No, it's
I wonder if there's like a Reddit thread.
imagine.
I'm gonna look up Harrison Ford overrated on Reddit.
Oh my.
You can find anything on Reddit if you look hard enough.
If it's on Reddit, it's
Russell
gotta
Crowe. A more fit Russell Crowe.
No,
be- Okay.
no, I'm not gonna.
Oh, that is a really good pick, actually. That's what I'm standing
don't
on.
mind
Guaranteed he could. Thank you, Evan. Guaranteed.
No,
I think
I don't
you'd
think
literally lie to yourself that you're hyping Brad. Like, you could definitely find someone to replace him 100%.
Sure, if you
Bro,
took like
there's
the best
I
multiple-
actors.
think Brad Pitt
threat.
is best for this role. Like Russell Crowe would have done good. Brad Pitt is still better for this role.
I don't think Russell Crowe's doing
I
it.
don't think so.
I'll give it to Denzel.
No,
Denzel can do it.
the nice guy is Russell Crowe though. I can see it. I can see it.
I can't give it to him. Should we do the awards now? It's interesting. We're gonna have a
Yeah, sure.
we're gonna have a very different best actor award. I can tell you that then. So that's good.
Well, probably just me, but well, let's do that right now. Favorite actor, Javier Bardem. He acted circles around him. Right now, you guys can go Brad Pitt, Brad Pitt, Brad Pitt.
Nope. I'm going Carrie Condon. I think she was the
Oh, good. That's good.
part of the movie. I loved her in Banshees. I loved her in this. She's great.
I love her voice. It's awesome.
She has an awesome
Yeah.
voice. I will go
Voice.
Brad
she did
Pitt.
great.
I don't think the movie works without somebody who can have that much charisma in the lead, and I think he's one of the lynch points. So go Brad.
I'm not gonna lie. I think I might also go Carrie Condon.
Yo.
I don't think this
yo.
was Brad Pitt's best performance. I don't think he was bad. Don't get me wrong. But like, if I'm thinking in terms of Brad Pitt, this isn't the movie I'm gonna recommend. But I
It's no
really
one's
do
fun time in
think
Hollywood.
I really think Carrie Condon did a really good job, especially at the bar when they were playing poker and when they redesigned the car. Those scenes are really good.
Another shout out to Idris again, because to me, these four were like I could have picked any of the four. I think they all did amazing. The four leads.
Yeah, I thought Josh Pierce was good because there was
Josh
points in
Pierce.
the movie where I was like, man, I don't like this guy. This guy's a pretentious. He's annoying, but that's exactly what the character was, and I
Yeah.
think there deserves credit for that.
And all his the leads' chemistry was so good. Like Harry Condon and Brad Pitt and Joshua. I'm keep mixing up the names of him and his character. They all had such good chemistry. I think that's their actor. And what's the next award? Sorry, Trent.
Oh, one sec. I was talking this with Hannah when we watched it. Apparently, this movie doesn't pass the Bechdel test. It's that test where it's like rated on like if females. And anyway, this one account that was talking about it was like, oh, this is an outrage, blah blah blah. I think it was like you could tell that they already tried their best to kind of put women.
Yeah, what about
help me
the
here.
pit stop woman?
Well,
Wouldn't she make it pass?
not to be a sexist, the
She
Bechdel
didn't
test
talk.
has
They
no
didn't
meaning.
talk to each other.
The Bechdel test
Yes.
is stupid and should never be
She
used.
didn't say anything back.
And they never talked to each other. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I guess it was just him yelling at her.
The Bechdel
What's the
test
word?
should not be used as
Representation.
a way to-
Representation.
Huh.
Sure.
Oh, I guess I
that's
think
all
you're
good.
right.
No.
It shouldn't be used as a way to rate a movie. So if anyone's complaining about that for real,
Send them to
I
me and
think it's
Evan.
a stupid scale.
We'll beat
I
them
didn't think it was
up.
interesting because I thought it would have passed. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I'm not
But I guess,
surprised.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not surprised it didn't. I would have bet that it
think-
didn't.
like 99% of movies fail that stupid test.
Oh,
but
yes.
I thought this
That's
did
the
women
issue.
pretty
That's like-
well though.
That's why it's a thing because people.
Trent's
saying,
going
like, that's
up
an
to
issue.
bat
That's
for
like,
women. I like women too,
I think
but,
this movie did well. Like it already
Okay.
showed like it tried to do some woman representation in there with that character. They even go as far as to say that she's the only engineer of that title, the F1. And let's be honest, she probably doesn't even exist in the real world F1. So
If Sunny
give her
doesn't
that.
exist, I can't imagine she would. Imagine.
Yeah, no, she doesn't. But nope, I'm
Yeah,
with you,
I just
Trent.
want to put that up.
Yeah. Next award.
Quote. Does anyone have any quotes that they want to bring up? I struggle to think of one, so I just wrote down when they asked they were in that meeting room. They would just all talk about what the plan was for the next thing, and they asked, say Tom Brady, Brad Pitt, and he said something, and then at the end he said, "Oh, and also drive fast." So that's a funny line. Haha, just drive fast.
So your favorite quote came from Brad Pitt. You
Just make
say
those left turns.
the actor Brad Pitt. Got your favorite quote? Yeah, mine would be. I don't have the specifics either. Mine would be just a line that Brad Pitt said. Most lines I thought he had were quite
Oh
good.
my gosh.
So just pick one, and I'll take that as my quote.
I think it sounds like you drop your pants for him. Jeez.
Dude, I would.
To me, there's two. I don't
Let's go,
remember the second one though. The one line where he was like, "When's the last time you won?" He goes, "Sunday, Daytona," and he goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, I meant Formula One." He goes, "Oh, sorry, same as you." That one was pretty good.
Yeah, it's a bad.
That one
one.
was really good.
And then the talk on the balcony where he starts to open up, I thought was pretty good. But I can't find it on the IMDb quote list.
I don't know. I like the whole, plan A didn't work. We're gonna move to plan B, and getting to plan C is chaos. I like that a lot.
Ooh,
Just
that's a
Plan
good one.
C's combat or whatever. Like
Yeah.
Plan C is whatever it is. I like that.
I loved the combat chanting. I thought that was so good.
Combat. Oh, it's so good, dude.
Cool. Then we'll go into favorite music. E.
No,
I
I
have a
will.
favorite song, a favorite score.
Ed Sheeran song at the end, incredible. No, I'm just kidding. That was terrible.
I'm gonna be honest, dude. The music was lacking. Like, I don't know, man. I've been
That's my
doing
favorite.
I've been doing music stuff since I was like 10. So music usually stands out to me. I genuinely, the only song I remember is that there was a Queen song.
I would actually pick that Queen song to disagree with Trent. I thought "We Will Rock You" was a banger and really was
I thought it
getting
was
stoned.
That's the only one I remember. I actually couldn't tell you another song.
I think Doja Cat had a song.
I think so.
Sounded like it.
That's
Yeah.
weird.
In the movie.
Is Queen song your favorite?
No, yes, I did like that scene. I do like the main. It's probably called F1. We're probably talking about the same one, Trent. I do like that one, like heavy on the techno, and Hans Zimmer doesn't do enough techno, and he's really good at it. I wish the score was just better, but I do like that direction that he went, so I'll give it that.
Yep, and same. Pretty sure it is called just F1.
I think
The song itself was awesome, and just I wish that they used it better. I think it was. I agree the score was not as good as some of his, but I also think the movie just didn't use it well. Also,
Yes,
because when I actually did hear it in the credits, I was like, "This song is great." Yeah, that would be my favorite one.
I think Hans Zimmer should have poured over his score from Pirates for this movie. That would have been having a good time.
yes.
Da 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 da. The cars just racing. Da
Bro,
da.
imagine how crazy the races would be if the Interstellar music was in this. It's just like no time for caution. He's like, take the turn slow.
He's got so many bangers. Okay,
Awesome.
next award, dog.
Fave actor.
We already did that.
Fave. We already did that.
thought we
Fave
did that.
scene.
Favorite
scene.
scene.
The scene where he's flying
Um,
at the end and like everything slows
Yeah.
down and it's racing and it's just amazing. That scene that scene was so good.
I like that one.
Your favorite two then, Ev?
Yeah, that or like at the diner at the beginning where he talks to the waitress and he's got that pie. You know, that's a pretty good scene. He's like, she basically says, "Why wouldn't you want to do that?" And he's like, "You're right. I'm stupid." Like, I don't know. I like that one.
See, like I even remember that scene. I was thinking like Brad Pitt's taking me out of this. Like he's not trying right now.
Whatever.
Like, I know.
Bro, what
And
are you
maybe it's only me,
talking
but
about?
I remember thinking about that in that
Oh
scene.
my goodness.
That said, my favorite would be I was gonna say the flying one too, and that probably is my favorite. But just to say another one, that poker scene was pretty good. And they were playing poker.
That's what I was gonna say. Either the
Recommend.
poker or the training thing where it keeps cutting between him with the high tech stuff and then Brad Pitt's just like running the track.
Yeah.
And then you're like,
Yeah.
he's running the track to memorize the turns and everything. And then he does like the state, like the buttons, the reaction time, and then he's throwing the tennis balls. And it's just like, I thought that was really cool. That's probably the one I'm going with. Just the contrast, I think, really summed the characters up well in that one scene.
I agree. Really great montages in this movie. Like some of the best montages. I've
There
seen
was
in a while.
some of the cinematography was really good. Like in the last race, they had the steering wheel in the shot, and when they would make a turn, it would cut to the other driver, and then when they made the turn back, it would cut back. I was like, why
Oh, I
haven't we
noticed that.
done
That's
this
cool.
the whole movie? Like, why are we saving this for the last race? There's a couple things like that were like really good. But they just, I don't know. They just didn't bother.
And yeah, that's all the awards. Unless anyone had thought of an extra award for this movie specifically. But
No,
if not, we can move into general random facts or Ethan, or if you had some, Luke.
yeah, I have a few things. So I brought some fun facts that I like to share first. Let me get into
An
like
F2 car, actually. It wasn't an F1 car. It was actually an F2 car. I was
Ah!
trying to steal your
The
thunder.
car
I
doesn't
hope that was
count.
yours.
that actually was one of the things I was gonna say. That's okay though.
Correct, you suck.
So Brad Pitt and Damson Idris actually drove the F2 cars around the real racetracks, which I thought was cool. So they actually drove them. Brad Pitt got up to as fast as 180 kilometers an hour, which is kind of cool on those actual tracks. Now an F1 car, and most F1 drivers,
180 kilometers.
yeah, F1 drivers typically on average drive around 280 kilometers an hour, and they can get up to 360, which I thought was interesting. But so
I was
Brad,
gonna say 180 is not that fast.
oh yeah, it's pretty quick around those turns in those cars for the film. They shot the film
guess.
on actual racetracks, and they actually shot on some of the days that the actual races were happening, which I thought was really interesting. So they took the shots. I think they got some of the actual race and they spliced it with the photos, the videos of like the racers. And I think they used like a new high-tech camera that they put on the cars. So the shots of the race from the cars are actually from, like, they have some shots that come from the cars from cameras they put on the cars, which I thought was super interesting. Really adds to the realism. Like the movie, probably one of the best shot, like the races are probably some of the best shot races in anything, just based on those facts, that I thought was interesting. Now I did have a little game for you guys here. Just two question games. So,
No.
would you rather keep, okay, so you have to pick one of these three kinds of movies, all the other ones disappear, okay? So you can either keep all racing / car movies, all gangster movies, I mean like Mobster, Gangster, you know, Godfather, Heat, all those affiliates, or all war movies. Which one are you picking? The other two disappear.
Probably war.
I don't want to lose Herbie.
Herbie Reloaded. No.
I've never watched
Second
Herbie.
time we mentioned Herbie in this
which one's
this podcast.
We should watch it for the pod.
I've never
Bro, that'd be awesome.
Good.
I'd love to watch Herbie.
I'd be scared it's bad though. I think it would hurt something inside.
Oh, it's Herbie fully loaded. Isn't that, yeah, Lindsay Lohan.
Oh yeah,
Lohan?
yeah. I remember watching it and loving it, but I'm scared that I was maybe wrong. I'd probably say war movies too. I don't think I've seen enough gangster movies to.
I think war movies also
Yeah.
have some historical significance
Oh,
that
look
the
at
other
you.
ones don't.
Go for it.
This historian over here. Looking for that historical integrity.
Okay, not to be a stickler. Is it gangster or is it crime? There is a difference.
Gangster. And then we can debate
Okay.
what a gangster movie is. I would say both Heat and The Godfather's count as a gangster. If you have a mob boss in
Godfather,
them,
yes. Heat, no.
oh, I don't know. I think it is.
Heat is a crime movie. That's why I want this distinction. Heat is a
I would
crime
say
movie,
they're
it's not a
gangsters.
gangster
I would
movie.
say the characters are gangsters.
They have no.
No, they're
gang
not in a
affiliation.
gang.
You don't
They
have to
don't
be in a
even know
gang to
each
be a
other's
gangster.
names. No, they're just guns for hire. No,
What?
you don't.
We'll change it to crime then. Does crime encompass gangster?
Yes.
I would say I was thinking crime. I was thinking of gangster as the
Not
overall
all
term for
gangs
crime.
are crime related.
Yeah. I'm keeping crime then. I got to.
Which one would you lose? Oh, wait, sorry. Never mind.
I'm losing the rest.
Gotcha. No, I got you.
The rest of them, yeah.
I'm keeping war. I love war movies. And the last fun question: would you Scottish, British, or Russian accents? Which is your favorite?
Bro is like, bro, that Scottish chick.
I
was
loved her
kinda
accent,
hot.
dude.
I thought they.
It was really good.
I thought her accent was hot. Zach was like, "That is
That
the
is
least attractive
fine.
accent in the entire world." It's like, what the frick?
What is the least attractive accent?
Sorry, did you say Scottish?
Is that what her accent is, or is it not?
She's Irish.
That's awkward. I thought she was
Ooh, that's bad for
Scottish.
you.
Ooh.
Okay. Then yes, I'm going Irish.
Yeah, I'm also going Irish.
I'm going Irish too. I also think it's not used a whole lot, so when you do hear it, it's like, oh, sick.
Yeah.
Very cool. We'll just say I think we've kind of already touched on it, but we'll just leave everyone. Would you recommend this to people to go watch or no? I think that's a
I'd
good
say
thing to
watch
say.
it when it's on a streaming service. I think it's like
Ooh.
turn your brain off, watch cars go fast. I think it's fun, but I don't think it's worth going out of your way for.
I was gonna say yes, go to the theaters to watch it because I think at the very least you'll enjoy like the racing part of it. I'm kind of jealous I didn't get to see it like in a D box or something like that because I feel like that would be really fun. But yeah, the races were filmed really well, and to see that on the big screen and good sound system, I think it's worth it for that. If anything, I would say maybe skip it on a streaming service because then I don't think it's maybe as fun of a watch.
Yeah, I mean, this is the mom movie of the year, so no, I'm just kidding. I would recommend this movie.
That's your hot take.
I would recommend this movie. I would say if you want to save your money and go to Superman, I respect that though. You know, movies are expensive.
I'm not looking forward to Superman. Is such a lame character.
No,
My ticket's
really
booked.
not.
Seen it Friday. Excited.
I'm seeing it Thursday.
I'm gonna say spring for like D-Box. I wish I had seen it in D-Box. I feel like the racing would have been incredible. If you're going, spring for the extra $5. Go see it in D-Box.
I love how we dogged on this movie for like 40 minutes, and you're like, spend the extra money. It's so worth it.
It's worth it for the racing piece.
We were just being
It's
harsh
also just like
critics.
the movie. Like yeah, all right, but it's also like just the movie. Like we're being harsh on a movie at its purpose is to show cool racing, give it somewhat of a story, and then boom. Like if we're being honest, that's what the movie is, and it's good.
People driving fast cars. That's what
Exactly.
Fast and Furious used to be. This is a better Fast
True.
and Furious movie, honestly.
True, but only because it's
Brad Pitt
shot
is
better and has
shirtless
better
a
acting and it
few times.
has better music and yeah, it's just
Yeah, I agree. Exactly, Evan. Thank you.
I don't know. If you like this, I don't know how you don't like Top Gun Maverick, which is just better in every single way possible. That's okay though.
And
True.
I
Actually-
like Top Gun Maverick. That's where it ends, though.
This or Top Gun Maverick? Which one? If you had to pick one,
Ooh, that's a decent question.
thanks. I tried.
I didn't watch Top Gun Maverick.
I know you're
I
gonna have
don't
to.
know. I would
Watch
see
it this summer
Maverick.
if you can.
Maybe. I don't really
Well.
care for Tom Cruise.
He's really good.
He's
in it.
so good in it, though.
I saw Mission Impossible 1, 2, 3, Fallout. What else is he in? He's just like, yeah.
Who else is in
The
that
first
movie?
Top Gun.
All the actors in Top Gun are quite good.
Glenn Powell's
Glenn
amazing.
Powell's really good in it.
Monica Barbero, she's in it.
Who that is.
Who plays Goose's
I
son?
think I think I would take F1. I think I would take
Miles
F1.
Miles
over
Teller.
Top Gun.
Really? Ooh, that's
think.
that's an offensive take.
Take.
I feel offended. Well, do you want to close this out, Trent?
Sure. Thanks everyone for listening. Please comment down below. And again, let's get some comments, baby. Yeah, baby.
Please
yeah,
comment,
question.
please.
It doesn't have to be the episode. Talk about our facial appearance.
Exactly. It could be anything, and we can play off it. Okay.
Talk about how my
bodies
wall's
won't
blue. Talk about your
Not ready
favorite.
for it.
No.
Like,
Comment what your favorite
kiss-
tattoo on Brad Pitt was.
Kiss, Marry, Kill with us
I'm
four.
just pro.
Add a fourth category.
Yeah.
We could actually all do that.
Marry,
And as our
I'm
own,
killing Luke.
Wow,
Everyone
you didn't-
kill Luke.
You didn't wait at all for that. That's crazy. You didn't have to. You didn't have to say that at all. There was no hesitation.
That's so
Roasted
funny.
the quiet
Do it
part,
next
by the
time. That episode.
Yeah.
And yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Again, comment
Don't.
and
I
like
hate
and
breakfast. Don't
subscribe
say
and
it.
hit that bell. And
Don't.
remember to eat your breakfast. Peace.
Why?